Turner is.
Yes, sir.
The fuck just happened?
Iguodala.
NBA. Hoop site.
This weekend. ET has had some interesting readings this past week, and he wanted to have this discussion with me.
So, Dre, this week, Hoop Site released a list of the top 77 best international players to ever play in the NBA. And also, this list included several of your former teammates and acquaintances, like Andrew Wiggins and Michael Thompson, Clay's dad.
Yeah, I got some qualms with this list, but it was a beautiful list to put together. We've had some guy that could crack the top 5, or I don't even consider him a foreign player, which is crazy.
Given much as expected. So, my MVP of the league got to, damn near be Superman.
Raised by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire when responsible gaming resources.
One of the greatest role.
Responsible gaming resources.
Point forward.
And now it's time to get into our interview with arguably one of the greatest role players to ever do it. A Texas alum turned NBA champion, PJ Tucker has continued to build his way to the top at every level, from the 35th pick in the 06 draft to 5 years of dominance overseas, and then back to the top of the NBA. Let's get into it.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Another episode of Point Forward for myself, Andre Iguodala, my guy, E.T., a.k.a. Evan Turner.
Yo.
As I was told to make sure I say your name.
This guy, my mom gave it to me, so she'll appreciate it.
Evan Marcel.
Evan. Damn. Now forget that. It's Anthony Leon Tucker.
Anthony Leon Tucker. Junior, though, right?
Junior.
Who's that?
Yes.
That's what I said. Like, what is that lying this whole time?
So that is.
So we got this is a week of Fashion Week. We in New York. We're recording, and he's second to none with the weekly activities of Fashion Week in New York. Yeah, welcome PJ Tucker.
My man.
Appreciate you for pulling up, fam. You've created this lane for yourself that I think other athletes have tried. I was kind of trying to do it myself, but I blame it on my shoe size. I'm 16, can't get nothing anyway. Yeah. But I will honestly say that nobody's been able to do it the way you have, while also doing what you've been able to do on the court, considering your background and how you got to where you at. So the term, that's like an old folks term, flowers.
I think that's a new thing.
Is it new? Because I see the drink champs saying it, Noriega, saying
I think that's old heads trying to be young. You know what I mean? So we might as well do that. Give them flowers.
I think it's definitely that's always like, that's like a new thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna give you flowers, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for sure. It is. I appreciate that. But
no, 100%.
Yeah. Dre, you was doing it like, don't do that. Like you were at 16, but you like, come on.
Yeah, but you were able to do something Nike athletes weren't really allowed to do.
Right.
Like you were, because we couldn't do that.
Right.
And you were the first one to make it really cool that had a contract. But it was like, I remember Wilson Chandler was my teammate in Denver. And Wilson, he was wearing retros a lot. Kawhi would wear the Air Maxes a lot.
Nick Young was going crazy.
Yeah. Nick Young would go crazy. But we would get calls from Nike reps.
For sure.
Especially if you had, like, I had players exclusive, so I had to, like, wear those.
Exactly.
But I know Wilson would always get a call like, yo, you can wear them, like, every 10, 15 games, but stop wearing them retros.
Put them hyperdunks on, though.
Or
Put them whatever.
Legit or try to hide your shoes.
Yeah, no,
come at halftime,
sure.
like, bro, you get them in trouble. Like, bro, you gotta put them on. Nike is calling.
100%. And you know what? I like, from the beginning, I was wearing stuff before I even had a deal. So when I signed, it was like, yo, all right, we're going to let you rock. We're going to let you rock. And that was the only way I was going to do it. Like, I wasn't going to do it if they were going to try to control me. Like, I just wasn't going to do it. I was like, yo, I just, whatever. Yeah, and at the time, it wasn't a whole lot of money. So it was like, off of that, like, I'll just rock out. Like, I ain't even tripping. Like, all right.
Right.
You lose the deal.
Right, yeah, it's like, whatever.
Sure,
at least I get to wear what I want.
Nah, that's right.
But I thank Nico. Like, it wasn't for Nico. Like, Nico, like, literally was like, look, this is what we're going to do. Boom. Rock out.
Yeah, but and we're going to go deeper into your career and how you got here, but it's so interesting how we get creative and how we move. We talk about the dress code and how we got it turned into like a restraint, and we turn into this empty canvas, and we just start creating.
These kids have no idea when we came in the league. Like this league was completely different. Dog. I remember my rookie year, they put out the little mandate, like the dress code mandate, and they were finding dudes like for real. Like it was an actual thing. I remember I wore some Prada sneakers to the game, and they gave me a warning. I was like, "Yo, what?" Like,
but then they give you these Adidas was giving you these fat daddy ass sweatsuits, and it's like, how you gonna have us want to dress European and then got us looking like somebody's uncle?
That was the Reebok days too. The Reebok uniforms. The Reebok
before you got there.
It should be illegal to be 3XL. like this should, like literally there was 3XL. It was like, bro, I was dead ass. I was pulling up, trying to holler at people on that.
That was a thing, bro. I literally remember wearing team sweats. Like, yo, what? Like bro, you remember that Reebok stuff? It was OD.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad.
I want to ask you a question, both of y'all. Yeah. Because I was asked this question by GM. He's like, what's up with the African American players? Like, he wasn't being racist. Like, he was really trying to get the answer to this question. He was saying, what's up with you guys when you wear jewelry and chains, and like, why do you have to dress, and you trying to prove somebody? And I was trying to explain to him, like, nah, this is a part of our culture and who we are. And like, I read something you said, I want you to speak on it, like how I feel and how I get dressed up going to the game. Like I was telling ET, like I got into a small spat with a coach in Philly because he said we had to wear that big ass Adidas sweatsuit to the game, and I'm like, bro, I feel like a property of somebody, and I feel like a bum walking into the game.
Right.
Like I just need to feel like who I need to be. I need to get my mind right, and it's a psychological thing. And so that's why I brought that up in your quote. But what do you think it is about our community that we're so expressive in how we dress, and like what's your thoughts on that?
I really I'm super passionate about this. This is like because I was on a team when I went to the Heat. And you know this, Dre. When you were there, when y'all got on the plane, what did you wear?
You gotta wear something to say Heat.
You wear something Miami Heat.
Yep.
When I went to Miami, I said, they told us right before we got on the flight, and I was like, no. They're like, no, PJ, listen, you gotta. I said, yo, listen, I'm on my time right now. Like this, I'm not on the Heat time right now. Like, who I gotta talk to? Because I'm not like, I get dressed on the plane. Like like for real. Like I put on. Like, I'm not doing that, bro. Like, what are we doing? No, and then they whatever. And then Kyle was like, me and Kyle came together. So Kyle was like, I ain't wearing that either. So then it became a thing, like, for real. Like, and then they calmed down on it. But it was like, yo, I like to put on clothes. I like to get dressed. This is a part of my lifestyle and how I feel as a person. And, being a professional, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a thing. And the same thing with going to games. I get dressed to go to games because I'm going to work. Mm-hmm. So I want to feel accordingly. I want to feel like I'm going to work. Like I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to do a job. Like it's like a guy wearing a lawyer wearing a suit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to work. Like you want to feel like that.
Well, take us back to the first time when you kind of got known for your fashion and everything like that. I remember hearing through the grapevine how you had on Spike Louboutins on the way to Summer League on a commercial flight back in like 2012. I'm like, he did what? He's like, no, that dude's the freshest dude ever. So I seen him through pass, and I'm like, oh, he really getting crazy, like, So talk about it when you were first, like, man, like I know it's one thing to know like you're fresh and you feel it, but how did it feel when you started getting noticed all across the league and you became? Because, in the NBA, we have that weird thing where, like, no, only the big guys get the endorsement deals or get all the love.
Right.
Or you see or you might see certain stuff like, bro, I rocked this fit a week, like a different week, or did this type of style, and then a star player did it.
Right.
And he took my steez and everything. So, like, talk about what it was like for your notoriety and everybody loving you and knowing what it was.
Everybody ain't love it. That's the thing, right? The stigma of it, like, it's funny. Even to this day, like the casual fan or like people that don't really know, like you not even a good player, like you know him because you get fresh, like you got shoes, that's why people know you. Like, okay, like who cares? Like I don't care. Like so the funny part is like even early on, it was like why you got a Nike deal, or like why you. Like, you're not even that good. Like, you average 6 points.
Like, no, Nike owe me, dog.
Right, for real. No, that part.
Me,
No, for real, that part.
It's real.
At the same time, it's like, I never, especially, like really thinking about it, I never felt like I was gonna get that in the first place. Like I wasn't like
just
searching
doing
it
you.
out. I was just doing me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like so even for like the Nike stuff and the like any of it, like I didn't go out to chase it. It was like, yo, it just happened. Like and social media is a big part of that for sure.
Yep.
People being able to see you, like it was like word of mouth thing early on, like you know what I'm saying? Because dudes wasn't doing that back then. Like I was like 11, 12, like early on. It still was like, you know.
But what was most impressive though is like when I said like you about that lifestyle, like during that time, like shit, a lot of people say I want to get fresh, but you just really putting your money behind that shit.
For
like
sure.
certain people, they stop out of the store and leave that $1,500 pair there. And no, I'm being dead serious, but like I'm talking about every single day you were pulling up. Did you ever feel pressure? Did you ever feel pressure, bro? Like, you know what I mean?
Why are you
Like,
switching? Like, what
because
for?
people start watching, like, you showing up, start watching, like, making sure everything got to be fly. Especially in the locker room when you play with James Harden and everything. Never?
I always just did me, dog. I always just stay in my lane. Like, I ain't never try to, like, be like nobody or, you know what I'm saying, or feel like I'm in competition with nobody. Because once you start doing that, then you start losing yourself. Now you're not doing it. It's not natural. It's not organic. Just do you, man. Stay in your lane. Do you.
Did that derive from, you know, your time in Europe? You were drafted 35th by the Toronto Raptors back in 06. You know, played half the season and got waived for
Luke Jackson.
Luke Jackson.
Luke Jackson.
Luke Jackson.
I will forever know Luke Jackson.
Yeah.
Shout out to Luke Jackson.
Luke
my
Jackson
guy. I
gave
got
him 40 in college.
No, he gave Arizona 40 in college. You see what happened in the league. That's a funny thing about.
No, I told the
Luke was
story.
nice in college, though.
He was super nice.
No,
Like, I love him.
No, I tell the story all the time. I can't really say it, but I always say he gave you 40 because you
Oh
told
my
me
goodness.
he gave you 40. You say, man, so you got to get ready for the league. You say, the league's where the real hoopers hoop at. He said, the college shit, you was player of the year is cool and all, but shit. Luke Jackson gave me 40 in college. Now look at his ass. Yeah, shit. Who is Luke Jackson? I remember being him. I'm like, damn.
No, that was Dick Vitale's fault.
Okay.
Because Dick Vitale, and since he has apologized to me, like, I can't believe this was like 4 years ago. Dick Vitale approached me like, you know, I really want to apologize for what I said to you at the draft. Because like when you at the draft, the stuff you hear on TV, you can hear that in there.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I wasn't fortunate enough to be able to be in there. So
It ain't much.
I mean, he
figure it out.
He wasn't there that long, so he came and showed up to the draft.
He was in the back. Right.
So I had to
World hit me.
So I'm hearing
That's
everything, and as soon as I get drafted, literally like I shake David Stern's hand, and then I walk down and do my interview, and then boom, I'm about to go through my media circuit, so I can hear the live feed, and this Dick Vitale pops up on the screen. This is a travesty. This was wrong with the NBA. They don't draft the right player.
No.
Iguodala only shot 2% from three, and Luke Jackson was an 89% three-point shooter. And how did Iguodala get drafted before Luke Jackson? This is a travesty.
Yo, you serious?
I heard it all.
I gotta look this up.
I was like,
I heard it all.
I gotta YouTube this.
It just really happened. And so, and even Josh Smith, he was like the last one picked, I think. No, Jameer Nelson. Like, they had to sit through a lot of stuff. Like, they was killing Josh Smith as he was just about to get drafted. Like, he shouldn't have came out of high school. He shouldn't have came out the draft. You hear all that stuff.
For real?
Yeah.
Dog, that's wild.
Yeah, but Vitale came and apologized to me. And so from that moment on, I'm like, anytime I ever see Luke Jackson, like, bro, you are not on my level.
It's up.
So,
I'm at your neck for sure.
Dick Vitale's fault.
There's no reason. No.
Let's talk about that. Obviously, people don't understand. Second round pick, 35th pick, you got cut. You went over to the Israeli league.
Yeah.
I believe that's from Israeli. You
I actually chose it. Yo, the crazy thing about the story is most people don't know. Like, I had offers to stay, and I told my agent I wanted to go. It's the wildest thing, yo. My coach that year was Sam
Mitchell. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Vince choked him out, but it was a joke. But it wasn't.
What is it?
People forget about that.
I've heard that story.
Yeah.
Sam Mitchell was like the OG of the league.
Yeah,
For
That's
sure.
great.
Sam get it in too.
Yeah.
That's my guy. But Sam, my rookie year, I didn't play. I played 17 games. I was like, not even not being ready. It just wasn't a fit for me.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of vets and dudes like fighting for like a lot of older vets that was fighting to stay in the league. So it wasn't like little bro like Fred Jones looked up at me. That was my OG. Mo P did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like that. So it was like more like figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't there. So I ain't feel no kind of way like whatever when I got cut. But the thing is like Sam was like, yo, you need to go to Europe and learn how to be a pro. And I didn't know Sam had played in Europe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? So Sam was like telling me, and I'm looking at him like, man, we in the NBA. Like, you already know I'm leaving college. I'm playing a year, like all that stuff. Like, man, get out my face. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Right.
Like, for real.
No, who the hell
Then
is
I
this?
get right, like, what? Go to where? Go to Europe? Like, what are you talking about? For real. Season's over, I get cut, boom. Mason like, yo, we got all these teams, blah, 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 blah. We go to Israel, blah, blah, X amount of money. I'm like, all right, bet, tell them I'm going to go. Look like, what? I'm like, yeah, tell them I'm coming.
It was a stop before that, right?
Before that, I went to Ukraine.
What was that like?
Ukraine.
What was that tough?
In
bro?
this climate now, like, what's Ukraine like?
Dog, the city that I played in was a major city. It's like probably the second or third biggest outside of Kiev. Donetsk. It's not even a city anymore.
Oh.
Oh wow.
No, like it's completely. There's nothing. Like it was a major city.
Just recent.
Yeah, they had a soccer team that was in football team that was in what's the big league soccer?
The EuroLeague? The Premier League. Premier League. Yeah.
It was in the Champions League.
Damn, really?
Oh, wow.
Yes, bro, a big time soccer team.
And it's gone.
It's all gone.
Damn.
Crazy.
Damn, so when that happened, you just kind of like...
Bro, it blew, like, I was mind blown. Because, like, all my, like, Ukrainian teammates, like, I know a lot. I was there for 2 years. So I know a lot of people there. Crazy.
So what were those four? You spent how many years over there?
6, right?
Five.
What were those 5 years like in terms of lifestyle? And we were speaking about it earlier, so I wanted you to speak on it again. What's that mindset like about, you said forgetting about the NBA?
Right. Like, I wasn't planning on coming back to the NBA. Like, it wasn't my goal. And, like, I know a lot of guys, like, they go over there just because you don't got an opportunity to play in the league, so you go over there so you can make money, boom, boom, boom. Which I always believed in over playing the G League. I've never believed in the G League. Like, I think the G League is the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah. Especially for guys with games like it's not built.
It's not. The G League's not built. Like, you can't see my value in the G League.
For all of us.
You take me overseas or go playoffs.
Philly, Dre.
No,
like,
but for real, I still had, like, that create passive defensive mentality, and it felt like you got to be a bucket to have success in the G. Like Kuminga, they would look at Kuminga like he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that, and we all saying, his game is not for the G.
He don't feel like to go out and average 30 versus dudes he didn't want to play versus.
I'm not right. I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm not even trying to kill y'all. Like, I'm not like thirsty like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even shoot that. Like, when they sent me down to G League my rookie year, like, I had like 4 points. I would shoot 2 times. They're like, yo, like, I don't.
Right.
There's no point.
Yeah, you're not gonna see your value.
So for me, it was like. You can't chase the league and be good in Europe, to me.
Gotcha.
And that's just my personal opinion. Like, because now if you over there, you're there, you're in another country, you gotta like bond with these dudes. You gotta, if you really want to win, and that's the thing, dudes go over there just want to get buckets to show that they can be in the league. But your teammates looking at you crazy, like, bro, like, nah, like, we here, we in whatever country, like, we're trying to win like, it's a big deal for us to win this. And when you buy into that, you're not thinking about the league. You can't. There's no way.
What's my guy's name? Is it Bobby Brown?
Bobby Brown, yeah.
Not Bobby Brown. It's the other LA guy. My man from LA.
Which
he played
one?
in SAC like a couple. He played in
Poole Jeter.
Poole Jeter. His sister is one of my favorite athletes. She's a sprinter, right?
That's my dog.
He's like the new assistant GM of like the Portland G League.
Yes, my man. Good, great dude. But he said the same exact thing you said. He was like, I have success in China because I really bought into the team. I helped them in drills. Like, I do all the training with them. Like, I'm interacting with them. I don't just go to practice and leave and be in my own room by myself. He's like, no, I'm really with them. So they rock with me. And he's like, actually boost your value. You can make more money into it.
100%. And they know. Like, even the GMs, like, people know. Like, they know when you buy in, bro. They know. You can tell with dudes, and, like, especially countries where you have multiple Americans, like, you can tell the difference. And they, like, gravitate towards the dudes, and I always like how I am now.
Yeah.
The same thing over there, even more so because I was the man.
Yeah.
So it's like I gotta bring these dudes because I want him to do. I'm able to do my job now
Yeah.
because I know what I needed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I bought like I would take them out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? I would hang with these like
Yeah.
literally like take them out like
Yeah.
whatever.
And they
So
appreciate
now they
it.
like but now they like, oh, that's my man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like whatever I need to do. Now we in the trenches.
Yeah.
They like whatever. They ready to ride. You know what I'm saying? And it's the psychology of it, like really to buy in to have guys like have your back like that because you know you're gonna need them.
Yep.
It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like it really is different. And Ukraine was like the first place where Israel, but Ukraine, because they would treat like I was making so much money and the Ukrainian dudes was making no money.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
the owners over there are wild, like super like it's wild. Like it's some real like Russia, Ukraine, USSR, like that's like they like really and like they all friends. Like the owners of the teams are friends.
Yeah.
So we would like play a friend.
Oligarchs.
He'd walk in with a duffel bag with 100,000. Don't speak no English. Drop it. Like we win the game. So my teammates looking like they all looking at me like, what we doing? Like, like on me, like you know what I'm saying? Like you just do them today, like you know what I'm saying? Literally, and I'll bust it down, boom, boom, everybody.
That's hard.
That's tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's
That's
the
real.
truth. But now when we get into the playoffs, they already like you know what I'm saying? Regardless, and these like lifelong friends. That's what I'm
Right,
saying. Like
right.
I rock with them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like for real. So when all that like Ukraine stuff happened, it was sad, like crazy, bro. Trying to find what dudes was, make sure dudes was good. You know what I'm saying?
Now
Like
your
crazy.
people, everybody good? Are your
Yeah,
people
but
good?
most of them was good. Most of them got out, went to
Yeah, that's
Poland.
tough, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy.
So how did playing overseas for 5 years, like, how do you think it helped your game? And how do you think it, you know?
Or what's the difference? Like
Bro.
on the court, what was different on the court as well?
Aces
Because
is
when you came back to the
annoying.
league, you had, it seemed like you made a, like the transition was
For
like,
sure.
you became you
Right
as soon
away.
as you got back.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like literally
Ah.
being the man over there taught me how to be who I am now.
Mhm.
It really did, because you can you know what you need in situations. You know how to win. I went over there, I learned how to win.
Drew Eubanks
That
ain't
was the
going for
biggest
none of
thing.
that,
Going
bro.
over there, like
None of
literally
that.
learning how to win.
Yes.
Never.
It's like being a pro and learning how to win. And the biggest, I would say, difference, they don't. It's more like a college, high school vibe, like
Yeah.
where it's like, you know how the league is like you got teammates in the league and not really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how it is, like we don't really deal with each other, like.
Yeah, and I hate, bro,
It's easy.
it makes
mad
no
clicks.
sense, bro. It's like, how are we together? I hate, like, somebody getting in a scuffle and they don't help you. It's like, bro, I'm around you more than your goddamn brother.
Anybody, we
like,
together 8 hours a day, every day. How
Period,
you
point
not?
blank. You should give a fuck about everything that's happening.
Right,
Yeah.
like you don't know, like over there, I knew all my teammates' kids. I
Yeah.
knew they. It's like it's different. You know what I'm saying? How, like I said, like a high school, college vibe where it's like,
Yeah.
it's different. In the league, you can literally be on a team with a dude for 4 or 5 years and not know nothing about it.
No, and it's the wildest thing on earth. And then dudes don't feel bad. You like,
No.
bro, this isn't crazy to you.
You know, dudes do it all the time, dog. It's crazy. But I think that accounts to winning. I equate that with winning.
It's true.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm about to touch it, right? Every time I go on the bus, touch everybody. Yo.
You know, there's a study.
Yes,
The teams who have more physical touch with each other,
they win.
there's an actual like analytic.
They
You
win.
have a higher winning percentage.
They win.
Right.
There's no.
Yeah.
When I heard it, I was like 1,000%, and I was already like that. But
But
now it's
we're,
like
we're all naturally like that,
Right.
And so it don't surprise us because that's just where we at.
For
But
sure,
a lot of
for
guys
sure.
who don't buy into it. This is like, yo,
'Cause-
this is
Cause
it's
we
right
bottom
here.
line guys. Like, as long as we win, I don't care
Yeah.
what. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't score. I didn't know.
Yeah.
We won. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
But I equate that to winning, like being together
Yeah.
and having one common goal, and like really, we don't gotta be best friends. I respect you. We on the same
Yeah,
team.
right.
Only I like you, but I respect the fact that I want to win, and I know what you right.
I'm
Exactly.
not wild for counting on you. I
Right.
should be able to count on you.
100%.
So
Damn,
when,
that's a bar.
Yes,
I'm
no,
not wild for
no,
having to
no,
count on you.
Yeah, for sure.
So when you left there, because you left, you went to play summer league, you told the team in Russia, you were like, yo, I'm
Yeah.
straight, I'm going to bet on myself, go to Phoenix Summer League. Showed up in the Louboutins, like we said, looked good, played great. You balled out and got a 2-year deal for historically one of the worst teams in the league. So when it came down to it, what was your mindset going into there? Were you like, yo, I already been through the struggle.
Look, what are you doing,
I'm about to,
bro?
you were in Phoenix for 5 years.
Yeah.
And everything
Why are you just
changed,
standing right
but you were still there. So were you already like, bro, I'm going to buckle in, I'm going to change this shit, and we're going to figure out a way to win?
I was not trying to come back. I had just signed the biggest deal I ever signed in Europe.
What was it?
It was a 2-year deal. It was over $2 million.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, man.
Tax-free, you get to
I'm
shoot.
like, my agent like, no, we're gonna do the thing. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I had an NBA. Like I had an NBA out up until like August 15th. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going. At the time, I'm like 26. I'm like, I'm not playing summer league again.
Yeah.
I'm not like, like I'm cool, bro.
And then
He
you're
like,
in Europe, like, I'm already the man in Europe, dog. I'm
cool.
Gucci.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm going to take this time and relax and before I got to go back. Like, I'm
I'm
not
a
doing
superstar.
that. Right? Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
Like, for real. Like, I'm not doing that. Bro, my agent and my wife talked me into it, bro. They had to talk me into coming back to the league. I swear. No lie. I was not trying to come back.
And we had a conversation with JJ Redick about, you doing lesser for the greater good, and it actually hurts you in the long run in terms of your career. And it was like, I've been playing basketball and having success because I've been playing one way, and I get here and y'all want me to completely become someone else. But how that relates to having opportunities to going somewhere else and being able to be compensated in a manner.
Just FYI, we about to most likely get our ass whooped tonight. It's all cool. I know one thing, we gonna compete though. That's what all Frank Vogel's teams do, I ain't gonna lie.
That's close or similar to here.
They gonna get after it.
Being who you naturally are, like,
and happy.
those are some
Sure.
difficult decisions to make.
But you gotta like I love Europe. Like it's insane. You practice every day at like 6 o'clock
at night.
Dog.
Oh.
Listen.
What?
Oh my God.
But you got time to recover at 6.
No, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. You having a whole
Yeah.
What? You wake up on the beach. We used to. Oh man, Israel's it. Israel's it.
You think during there you elevate like with your game and confidence and everything, but you think over there as well, like you're a fly, but how did that elevate your trip,
level,
bro?
For sure. And that's
did
like
you tell the homies like I'm not coming back the same? Did your friends say you acting brand new?
100%, 1,000%, bro. Living over there,
I want to see before
totally
Europe,
different, bro. Totally different. That really.
Cause you from Raleigh, North Carolina,
right?
So
right. No, it's totally changed. Like going over there, for sure. I remember when I was playing in Greece.
Greece is like that too.
Greece is definitely
beautiful.
like that. It was in Thessaloniki, bro. Love. There's a guy. He was like a janitor for the arena, right? But we practiced at the arena that we played in. And every day, like I would get there early. I'll go because I'm a coffee guy.
So shit! I was not expecting him to shoot that bitch.
It's like people watching, sitting out. No, it's like crazy. Yeah. And Thessaloniki's on the water, so I would like go out to the beach, have my coffee. And some days I get the price early. And this man that was a janitor, he wore suits to be a janitor to work every single day. When I tell you he was fly, like bro, and he's a janitor. He didn't have a lot, but he would like mix and match. And I used to love coming to see how he was going to switch his fit up, bro. I thought it was the dopest thing ever. But he would like have his like blazer, like his jacket with different pants. And he would flip flop him like with different matchups. Bro, I swear, every single day he wore a suit, bro. I swear.
Damn.
So every time you go to the tunnel, you think about that.
Bro,
Like, bro,
I think about
I gotta go crazy. That's hard, bro.
I think about him every single time, bro. I swear. This is like 2008, 9, like 2008.
That's dope.
Every day, bro. And I would be in my locker, and he'd walk in, and I always mess with him, but I really like admired him. Like he was like, it was dope. Like he was a janitor, bro, and he would put on clothes every day.
So how do you think?
Yo, this guy is unreal.
And I don't keep switching back and forth, but it is what it is. Like you fly dude.
Yeah, we got a good conversation.
Yeah. So how we talked about how the European style helped you, learn how to win.
Right.
And then you.
I'm surprised I didn't talk about the
being
Sixers
who
yet.
You are your true self and how you work. And I'm gonna get into that. How hard you've been working, and you gained a reputation amongst your peers, which outweighs whatever the fans think about you.
Yeah,
But you
yeah,
get your respect from your peers.
Yeah.
But how did that European style influenced the way you dress? 'Cause you
Oh,
from
come
Carolina.
on, bro. That's
Right.
I
Debo's
know some
shot,
Carolina
bro.
guys.
Just like me.
That ain't in your repertoire,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So
no, that's real. No, I remember my homie was like, "No, the baby dress just like a West Side Charlotte nigga." I was like, "What?" He's like, no. I think DeAndre Bembry said he said, "No, that's a West Side Charlotte nigga." I know that. I was like, "What?" He's like, "Nah." He said he dressed like a Charlotte dude. I can't do it.
Yeah,
so how
sure.
did the European style influence you into your fashion?
Right. It is what I am today. Like, it comes from that, for sure.
Yep.
100%. And it's
Wait, what
crazy
did he ask?
now.
How influence you into your fashion even today?
Oh.
Right. It is what I am today. Like, it comes from that, for sure.
Yep.
100%. And it's crazy now, like, going back and going to Fashion Week and stuff. Like, when I was there and going and doing it, it was like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And the opportunities and stuff have come from that. It's like, I would have never dreamed it. I never thought it would happen.
Bro, your story is super cool. Because if you think about it, like, we go back to it, but, like, to come from getting cut and a coach telling you to go overseas to,
Yes.
like, your popularity is just crazy after that, bro. From 06 to 9, like,
I was
16.
I was 15 when I came back. I remember Lance was like, "You're a 15th man on this team." He's GM, so he's like, "You're a 15th man on this team." Like literally before I signed, like, just like let me know, like you're probably not gonna play. I don't know if he play you, but like
Right.
just come in, work hard, blah blah blah. Don't say nothing. That's it. Mind you, my contract was make good, like it wasn't guaranteed at all. So it was like, yeah. So he's like, yeah, and then I'll see you back again in December or whatever the next date was for the make good, and you know, like check these boxes. That's basically what it was. And literally, and I love Mike Beasley, my brother. I love him to death. If Mike doesn't get in trouble, I don't know if I'm here right now.
Okay. Because I wanna dive into what you just said. Because we've had this conversation a few times. You're the 15th man.
Right.
Advice. Because we can give advice to somebody, but we haven't really been in that position, and so it's hard for me to tell that guy, you know, his career is always a teetering.
Yeah.
But I've seen guys who are the 15th man who can parlay that into more years into the league, and they blow it. Why? Because they always get in their own way and an ego, and I should be playing and complaining. And so please, it's like
a lot of 15 men want to be you, bro.
Every single. No,
Yes.
you know what's funny part? Most 15 guys think they're better than me for sure.
Right.
In their mind, which they should. Like guys like you should have an attitude about it, like, you know, thinking you're good.
Yeah,
right?
you need your ego.
Right. A little bit. You need it.
Yeah, but it's like your talent don't matter,
You
bro.
don't-
If you're not the top two, it's like, bro, they don't give a damn about your skill set, bro. You better rebound and screen.
Listen, bro.
That's what exactly.
Somebody,
So
You don't give it, bro. Once
No
you
cap.
hit, like you not shooting no transition threes, my boy. What are
Find
you
a
doing?
star and give him the ball. That's it.
They want to show their game though, like,
Right.
bro. And I can sit here and I can like every agent I know, every coach that's coached me, or like people want me to talk to these dudes, right? And ain't none of these dudes, most of them, like I say 95% of them, not even
No,
ready
bro. Why?
mentally
Why?
to be able to do
I
that.
want him to go to
Like
the
you know how,
three-point line,
like
bro.
I was talking to this kid, I ain't gonna say his name, but he in the league, but he like asking me like, yo, like what tips like you could give me going boom, like, you know, like I'm better than, like he like literally naming dudes on his team. He telling me he better than. First of all, I already knew he was like that shit crazy when he started doing that. So I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
bring this up. But I'm like, yo, bro. He like, what can I do to be you, right? I said, go watch Game 6 of 2021 Finals, and then come back and talk to me. I played 40 minutes. I shot the ball one time in 40 minutes.
I probably would never called you back.
Like you, like Dre, you know this. Like
Oh, I know.
on a night-to-night basis, I don't like in my mind, I don't even set myself up to like, yo, I'm gonna get shot. Like I'm gonna get off the, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I never, not one time, never, ever. But it's like a weight training exercise though, right? Like a mental. It's literally a mental exercise, bro.
Yeah.
How can you really keep yourself locked into a game without doing the stuff that everybody like all the stuff that's cool that's gonna be on SportsCenter? Like,
Yep.
like, are you really gonna be happy?
Yep.
No, sometimes you sit there and be like, I think, or Dre, I always say like how good Dre is. I said, bro, Dre thinks about himself 10th or 11th. So do you know how good you have to be
Easily.
to sit here, show up, and your coach say, don't shoot it all?
Easily.
Guard the dude shooting best man, and then when he's open, give him the ball, and then, hey, bro, if you don't make 3 out of your 6 shots, bro, you're not playing next week and a half. And if you know what I mean?
It's over.
And then why did you shoot 6 shots?
Right, yeah.
Then you in the locker room, and they talking about this nigga. It's like, bro, I ain't got no rhythm. I ain't got no rhythm. It's the truth.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, you be mad.
I ain't touched the ball all game.
Man,
You know how hard it is in the NBA 3 when you ain't dribbled the ball the whole quarter?
Bro.
They're like, here you go.
Bro,
Shoot that.
Bro, I went seasons without making the NBA 3. So.
Listen, man. I remember having a conversation with JJ Redick. I said this on JJ Redick's show. I said, listen, the referees. I had to explain to a referee one time when he was like, man, can you please hand me the ball after it go through the hoop or at the timeout? I'm like, listen, bro, I don't know if I'm gonna see the ball go through the hoop tonight. I just need to see this.
I literally got texts. I was ready to like argue with ref. Like, bro, I ain't touched the ball all game. If they throw me this ball in the corner, I got it. Like,
oh, they wonder.
Bro, every time somebody shoot, I'm the first person. Every time. I may not touch the ball, bro. I play with James Harden, but I may not touch that thing, bro.
Or they be like, yo,
listen, bro,
you're such a great free throw shooter. No, I got to make all these big. I need this big points.
What he say? When he made that big 3, Kobe passed me the ball. Kobe passed me the ball, and I made the 3. Like that was the big time. That was a big part of the finals. Like he was like, I didn't know I was gonna get it.
And then you look at your coach. You be like, man, how the hell we having real convo? I just played 40 minutes last night. When 1 rebound, you had me guarding. I mean, 1 shot, you had me guarding Devin Booker.
I'm guarding the guy.
And last week I was on KD for his hottest week of his life.
Bro, listen, dog. And I get 1 shot. Like I'm guarding the dude that's going to shoot every time.
Yeah, straight up,
like
bro.
literally, I'm picking him up 94 feet, and I'm not touching the ball. Like you know how you gotta like really. I'm telling you, and then he tear your ass up too.
Yeah.
So you gotta like.
Yeah, you know how league
That's
works.
why I always
You gotta,
say,
bro. You gotta trick yourself.
Yeah, that's why I always say, shit, kiss my ass. I ain't overpaid. After everything else, kiss my ass.
What?
I was abused and victimized. I was not overpaid. All right? You know what I mean? We laughing and shit, bro. Like, bro, these niggas.
That is funny. No, that's crazy, bro. That is like for real, man.
It's so valuable because there's only a few of us that understand what it takes mentally to excel in that role.
For sure. And everybody, and they can say whatever
your
they
teammates know how valuable you are.
1,000%.
And the GM know how valuable you are. But in those
Thanks very much, Kevin. Good battle going on tonight. What has been the approach?
Damian Lillard teaming up with Giannis in Milwaukee. First up to the front, you got the rating and the Sixers.
We'll see if we can keep it going in the second half.
Philadelphia
Thanks. Back to you, Ken.
and Milwaukee. From the mean streets coming up.
Joel Embiid.
All right, Sixers and Bucks, and then you got the Suns.
What the fuck, Ernie? Double Ernie? Double Kenny? Double Shaq? What the fuck?
Studio J.
What kind of timing is that, bro?
By CarMax, Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny, Chuck. Good to be back.
Yes, it was good. Good. Glad to be back home.
Yeah.
Yes. In the
Had
studio.
a great time in Denver, though.
Oh, it was great.
Much hospitality from the folks in Denver.
Yeah,
It was a good night.
Mile high.
The funnest part.
More than a mile high up there.
The funnest part is watching you guys run from that snake.
What?
Snake.
Us guys running.
See, I'm fuck with them snakes older ran from that motherfucker too.
You didn't run from the snake.
The video don't lie.
Hey,
Like, damn, what the fuck is you talking about? They ain't trying to just motherfucking walk it off.
Anybody like snakes is a damn fool.
A fool, Chuck. A fool,
Are
Chuck.
we ready to do some hoops?
I 1,000%
It was
agree.
fun, man.
A
We
damn
can't get into
fool.
hoops yet. Why? Because there's the elephant in the room, and I don't mean Shaq. What's the elephant?
We'll get to it.
Okay.
Can we start our business here tonight?
Sure.
Good. Let's do CarMax one-on-one. and talk about the Philadelphia 76ers. Because that's what he's going to want to talk about, but we've got to wait a little bit, Kenny, to get there.
There's an elephant in the room, and I don't mean
I'm trying to figure
Shaq.
out what the elephant is.
22-23, MVP,
Bro, Kenny
Joel
funny as
Embiid. But last year, Eastern Conference Semis, lost Game 7 in Boston, but the biggie, they lost Game 6 at home with a chance to close out that series. That's the game when Jason Tatum outscored the Sixers by himself in the fourth quarter. Still haven't gotten to the Eastern Conference Finals since 2001. And the Sixers begin the season with all sorts of questions about James Harden, who wants to be traded to the Clippers, who has called President of Basketball Operations Daryl Morey a liar, and is not with the team in Milwaukee. Let's get the latest on all this from a guy who can certainly sort it out for us, and that is Chris Haynes. Chris, lay it out for us.
EJ, let's go back to Wednesday, yesterday, and glad to be back with you guys. James Harden showed up to practice yesterday, and the Sixers were surprised. He was away for 10 days for what the team is calling an excused absence. But when he arrived at practice, I was told that team officials kind of suggested that he should stay back, not travel with the team to Milwaukee, so he can go through his workouts, because he's been away, go through his workouts. And James Harden, from what I was told, interpreted that as a suggestion. So he went through practice. Then he ended up showing up at the airport to board the flight with his teammates, and he was stopped by a security official who told him he wasn't permitted to get on board. From there, Elton Brand, general manager for the Sixers, and head coach Nick Nurse approached James Harden and told him, listen,
I'm hot with KD,
we
bro.
need you to stay back. We have the resources. We need to track your progress. We need to track your measurables and your speed levels because you've been away for so long. And we have all the resources back at the facility. And James was not happy about that. He wanted to get back reacclimated with his teammates. He wanted to be here with this guy. He's really close, and he works out with Coach Rico Hines, the assistant coach of the Sixers, and Rico is on the trip here. So he felt it would be better served if he's with the team. And so he is not here. He left the airport yesterday without further incident. I can tell you he did go to the facility today and got his work in. But there's another wrinkle to this. The NBA is kind of weighing in. This is from Mike Bass of the NBA. He says, we're looking into the facts around James Harden's availability tonight to determine whether an approved reason exists for his lack of participation. And we all know with the new guidelines for star players that, usually if a star player is hurt for whatever reason, he still has to show up at the arena to be present and visible for fans. But from what I'm told, James Harden is not hurt. So I don't know what the Sixers are going to tell the NBA. I know they've reached out to both sides to this point. And so we'll have further developments probably in the next coming days on what results from that investigation.
I guess hurt feelings don't count as part of an injury or something like that. And here's my next question. How long can the Sixers let this go before they do something?
That's the million-dollar question, EJ. We know Daryl Morey, who, that's the president of basketball operations. That's who James Harden has an issue with. We know he's going to wait until the very last opportunity to where he feels like he can get the value that he is seeking in return. And so I don't know how long he's willing to go this route. I know James Harden, we know James Harden, he's going to say what's on his mind. He's going to do what he feels in the best interest of him. But, he wants to be out there. He wants to be out there. He wants to get back reacclimated. What I can say is I spoke with Joel Embiid. And this is a star player who rival teams are monitoring to see where he's at, where his head is at. So I asked him about the situation. And he said, look, I'm here to try to guide and lead the guys that we have available right now. He said, because ultimately I want to win. I want to do what's best for the organization. And I hope that we can get in a good situation of where we can compete at a championship level. And I said, okay now, but specifically as it pertains to James Harden, where are you at with that? And he responded that we are a better team with James Harden. So hopefully things can be resolved. He said, but I don't know the future.
Chris Haynes, thank you very much for shedding whatever light you could on a situation that, man, it just gets more tough to figure out as the days go by. Chuck, what's your take on it?
It's not tough to figure out. James Harden can't come back to Philly. Them fans ain't going to have it. The fans ain't going to have it. He can't treat the city of Philadelphia like that and they're going to forgive and forget. I said the same thing with Ben Simmons when they were trying like, we want Ben Simmons back. I'm like, we're not going to pick him back.
I'm just asking. What did James Harden do to the fans?
Well, when you play for a team, you have an obligation to the fan base. He didn't show up for work for 10 days. You just can't take time off because you're unhappy you ain't getting traded. And first of all, Daryl Morey screwed this thing up too. James Harden got 1 year left on his deal. The notion he gonna get a bucket load of picks and players to have a guy who's only gonna be on that team for 1 year, he's not gonna get a good deal. He's got to make the best deal possible. The irony of this whole thing is, if he had traded James Harden a month ago or 3 weeks ago, they might have been in the sweepstakes to get Drew Harden. Drew Holiday, they would have had a better team. Now, there's nothing they can do. They probably going to get a couple bench players for James, but the notion that they're going to get a lot for James, who has 1 year, and first of all, this is the third year in a row he's demanded out. You think some team is going to give him a long-term deal? Hell no.
I've probably been in this position more than anyone. And as a player, what you must have, that's unwritten law, you must have a certain level of professionalism, right? So you and the organization are having problems, the professionalism kicks in. Ernie, you're my agent, they don't want me to more handle it. You don't get on social media and say he's a liar, you don't do this, you don't do that. And it should be handled professionally by both sides. It wasn't handled professionally. He came back. He's been unprofessional. It's affecting the team. Now, if you're a top name player and a star player, you never want to do anything to affect the team. So
like,
I would have liked to see more professional. Look, I've had a problem with organization. I say Perry Rogers, Mike Parrish. I've had a problem with organization. I want to affect the team. So, I don't know what's going on.
How do you think it's affecting the team at this point before you play?
Because if I'm Joel Embiid, we failed the last couple of years. The time is now, and we don't need no chitter chatter. We don't need no nonsense. We want to start the season on a good note. We want everybody healthy. This is our chance. Milwaukee just got stronger. All these other teams just got stronger. So believe it or not, Joe's chance of winning the championship has just diminished by a little. A lot.
Yeah, unfortunately, I would say that there is no right answer, or there was no right source, or whose fault it is. I wouldn't say that it's a totality of James Harden. I wouldn't say it's a totality of Daryl Morey, but they definitely added fuel to each other's fire, which leads to Shaq's point about professionalism. No one yet in this circumstance has ever said I'm gonna bring out a fire extinguisher and gonna just calm it just a little bit. Like, guy shows up yesterday, like, to make a bigger deal out of it by not allowing him to get on the plane. I'm not putting a fire extinguisher on it. I'm making it bigger than it is. That's
what do you mean?
Because if he comes to the plane, he sits on the bench. So what? They're not concerned about him being in shape. So don't give us the.
Wait. You think
they're not concerned about him being in shape?
Okay.
So you put a fire. That's adding fuel to the fire.
So you think he can just skip practice for 10 days and show up and we can go to the first game?
You could go to the first game because you're still part of the team and we're still paying you.
Wait. He hasn't been part of the team for 10 days.
Right, but you excuse the absence.
They said that after the fact.
They excuse the absence. They saying what it is. So if you excuse the absence, you're not concerned about him being in shape.
Well, we know he works out. Now you're saying we want you to ramp up and get ready for the season.
But we also know, and just like James,
but you're not buying that.
I'm not buying it because I also know that Rico Hines is the best. That's why he's been Philadelphia. He has been the best individual trainer in basketball for NBA players the last 5 years. Ask Pascal Siakam and all of the Toronto Raptors where he started working those guys out in L.A. That guy is not there. If you say, Rico, you stay with him, then I'm like, I believe it. But it's no one put a fire extinguisher on it. They just keep adding. So James might not show up next now because it's just a continuation.
Well, I actually disagree with you.
It's a continuation.
The Sixers, they don't know what to do. I'm watching TV because I'm living in Philly. They got Nick Nurse on TV looking like an idiot.
But what has Daryl Morey?
Daryl Morey hasn't said a word.
Thank you. So has he put a fire extinguisher on it? Well, that's not. You're the president of the team.
No.
Daryl Morey is a good person.
Daryl Morey is a good person.
Because James didn't show up.
When the guy calls you a liar in public, you have to either trade him or address that issue.
He hasn't said anything. But then James could have came to practice and been professional to piggyback.
And that's my point.
But he didn't show up.
No fire extinguisher.
Well, listen. If you can, listen, I just disagree with you. You just cannot show up for work because you pissed off.
Interesting way for Nick Nurse to begin his
I saw him on TV and he's like,
I know.
I don't know.
I wonder what he lied about.
And he
That would be great
faces
information
his
to
former
know.
assistant.
Look at y'all running. See, look at him running. See, look, Ernie. I'm not moving. Ernie, I stay. There you go. There you go. There you go.
See? Oh, that snake shit, bro. Stop with that snake shit, bro.
Your sacrificial services against you.
Bro.
Because they know you can't get a big deal somewhere else.
Because listen, bro.
Because other teams don't know how valuable you are.
Listen, dog. That is, I'm telling you, like, I never talk about that, but to me, that's like one of the biggest. Everybody values us when they don't gotta pay you.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody value you. Every GM I see, everybody I see you go something where, man, hey, I love your game, man. Look, nobody, man, I'm looking for 100 views, blah 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 blah. Let your contract come up.
No, time out. Yeah, bro, when my shit came up, I damn near told my agent, bro, you can't go nowhere with these numbers. Like, you can't do shit. You can't go nowhere with these numbers, man. Like, I'm gonna kick their ass later, bro. But you got me, all right? You got me. Like, before I know it, I'm in the basement. Like, you know what I mean?
Seriously though, because now, if you do leave, bro, you can be in a situation where, like that is like, you might not play.
Yeah.
The coach, whoever may not really value what you do now.
They don't appreciate that. If you're on a bad team, they don't appreciate none of that.
No, you can't play on that.
You're gonna lose anyway.
You can't play, and that's the one thing I always go to a better
you need
team.
A playoff team.
Less money on a playoff team than taking that like a lot of money on the worst team in the league, and
because then your career's gonna shorten.
It's over.
I know. I went from Portland to Atlanta. I was backing up Trae Young for like 11 minutes a game. My shit was like 2-2-2. It's like, no, I need to be on the playoff team. I didn't need to be.
Need you to be aggressive tonight, Grayson Allen. I'm not gonna lie. You and Eric Gordon, bro.
2.5 minutes, G.
Need y'all to be aggressive, bro. We're missing the two big guys.
You know what I mean? Do not come to me and act like
so much you gonna
this 9 minutes. This 9 minutes did not kill you. All right? I'm trying to be as professional as possible, but like I eat steak, nigga. I don't eat. You know what I mean?
You can like it's crazy. My favorite coach ever, Mike D'Antoni. Yo, he's the funniest. I love Mike. Mike's the best, bro. Like literally, like. He's the best, like the most player coach of all time.
Yeah, he don't preach defense.
But listen, like, and then, like, why would he love me, right? Like, I am average 7-8 points, like whatever. Mike, like, literally, bro, I would have to beg him to take me out a lot of times. Like, literally, he would be like, I'll go over. He'd be like we had our, you get to like we had a schedule, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we always tweaked it or whatever. And then like big games, like we play Golden State. Like, I know I'm not coming out the game, right? Like, I'm playing the whole game, cool. But there'd be games, I'd be like, yo, Mike, I'll go over, like, somebody shooting a free throw, like, yo, I need a second. He'd be like, nah, you're good. And I'd be like, he'd be like, nah, you're good. He's like, hell, PJ, what you want me to do? Who am I gonna put in? He'll look down, like, who else go, like, nobody down here gonna guard nobody. Like, he would literally tell me that, right? Like,
it'd be like first to 150 with y'all.
For sure, right? Yo, listen, bro, Mike would play 6 people, I'm telling you. Like, it ain't, like, but the value in that, right? Like a coach having that much, like he value you that much, when he like he can't take you out the game. Then when your contract come up, they be like, want to bring up every other thing. Your numbers ain't mattered not one bit the whole time you was there. Now your numbers matter.
I remember one time my contract came up and they were trying to get ready to discuss lowballing, and I was just like, look, with all due respect, the game's 48 minutes. I done played 31 minutes. Fuck what you talking about. I'm important. So we go anywhere else. I'm in the top 6, top 7. You do the numbers when I finish the games, which is top 5, whatever. Like, I'll tell you what I view. You know what I mean? It's just like, nah, if I'm top 6 or 7 and I'm playing 30, you know what I mean? Like 60% of the game, 65. So I'm important, bro.
Yeah.
And shit, if I could hit a 3, I'll probably.
It's a great day for the Milwaukee Bucks. Now you're going to have Giannis and Dame. Man, that is going to be explosive.
Giannis has not had a pick-and-roll partner like Damian Lillard. That's what's going to make Milwaukee incredibly difficult to defend.
He said he's always going to win a championship, and I think this gives him an opportunity to do that.
The Milwaukee Bucks are the favorite going into the season.
This is a partnership. This is a pair right here that surprised a lot of people this offseason. I know privately you guys talked about the possibility of teaming up. Did you guys ever think it would be a reality?
You know, it's on record saying if I had to play with one person, I'd play with him. Our style of play and who we are as people, I think it'd mesh well.
You always think in your head, oh man, I could fit well with this guy. But now, you know, that he's here, I'm happy that we're a teammate. I'm happy what he brings on the table, what he brings on this team. He elevates us to a different level. And I'm excited. This is the best team I've ever been a part of. Having a guy like him all time great. We understand that in order for us to be successful, we have to work extremely hard. And I think we're both willing to do that.
Seeing Damian Lillard in a Bucks uniform is going to take some getting used to.
It's going to be fascinating to see how Dame and Giannis play together.
What was that first conversation, that first real deep conversation like with Dame?
I knew he was, you know, flying, was on the plane, and then I was trying to monitor his flight. You know, I'm not a stalker, sorry, but I was trying to monitor his flight, you know, when he arrives. You know, so I had to basically, you know, come up here. We had the conversation here in the practice facility. I basically told him, like, you know, I'm on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you want me to do, I'll do. I'm about winning. I'm about sacrifice. I'm about putting the work each day, you know, and I believe in him. Basically, I might be here, but this is his team. You know, it doesn't matter what people say. Yeah, this is his team. Like, he got to lead this because at the end of the day, like, for him to feel successful, you got to feel very comfortable.
What has the transition been like? You've never been in a situation where you had to be on a different team.
I mean, it's been different. You know, obviously you spend 11 years in the same place. You build up a certain level of comfort. Like my whole family basically live in Portland, but it's been a smooth transition. The makeup of the team makes it a lot easier. You know, the fact that we got a lot of vets. They love basketball. They take this job serious. And I think in this situation, obviously playing next to him, you know, this dude is a two-time MVP and a monster out there.
Dropping it hard. Oh my goodness.
How significant, how serious are you about getting another championship?
Man, it's what we've dreamed of our whole life. You know, being in the last man standing and lifting up a trophy. But when they speak the game of basketball, they have to mention your name. You force them to mention your name. So I hope this year we can play the game the right way. If we do that, win a championship.
After a half century, the Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions once again.
Because KD wears a size 20. All right, chill.
He got one. The desire to get another one is probably stronger because you know what that feeling is like. It's also like a certain level of freedom that I'm sure he plays with. I don't have that freedom.
And because Kyrie landed on your foot. And because James Harden
I put a lot of pressure on myself
fucked up his hamstring. It's all good though. It's okay. It's just luck. You know what I'm saying? It's just whatever it is, man.
At the highest level and have an opportunity at a championship, man, that's all you can ask.
I can't believe that happened, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you guys as players, look, when you have two...
Kevin Durant should have 4 rings, bro. He should have 4. 4. But that's not what God wanted. That's not what God wanted. And you gotta obey God. You have to. You got to stick with it. That's what KD has done. He'll be there again. You know who he is. Y'all know who he is. He's Kevin Durant. He'll be there again.
And then I had to get every rebound. Man, when I got this score, it's going to be great for Dame. Like, damn, I don't have to score every big basket. Giannis going to be the same way. I don't have to score every basket. So I can go to Chris Middleton. Like the better players you play with, the easier the game is because you get more freedom. I do. When I got Sabalos and those guys, man, I was like, man, this is easy basketball. And Dame's going to have so much easiness. It's going to be great.
That's 32 points a game, a career high last year for Damian Lillard.
2 things, maybe 3. 1, you're expected to win. But when you're a great individual player, a lot of players don't do this, I don't know, but I always said to myself, this is what I'm going to do. I don't care about who else on the team. I'm doing this. 28-10, playoffs 35-10. Now you got another guy that's thinking the same way. Both of y'all have to do that and do it together and make the other guys great. I don't need you looking for me and doing that. I'm going to get my 28. You're going to call my play 4 times, I'm going to score, I'm going to get a little pick and roll, I'm going to get an offensive rebound. I'm going to do what I do. I need you to do what I do. Chris Middleton, when I kick it up, kick it to you. Lopez will kick to you, hit the jumper. So they're 2 great players, and, they have the same mentality. I want them to keep that mentality, but work it to where it affects the team in a positive way. Like, I don't need Dame coming down doing this all the time. No, I need Dame to be Dame. When you want to shoot it, you shoot it. Giannis is going to get his. And then, when Dame has to ball, Giannis has to do other things. If they keep that mentality, because I know they both want it. Similar type players, I know they both want it. I'm actually very excited to see what these guys can do, but I don't need none of those guys stepping out the guy, because it's called a 1-2 punch forever. Like, if you know anything about boxing, you get knocked out from the jab, you can get knocked out from this punch, like I almost knocked Chuck out. Yeah, but I missed.
How significant is the loss of Drew Holiday?
It's significant on certain levels because of comfortability. They did win an NBA championship with Drew Holiday. It's not like the guy wasn't good enough to help you win a championship. There are things that happen. You obviously have a new coach. There's a reason. There's obviously you got knocked out in the first round. There's a reason. So they feel that the reason is offensively they were stagnant, which they are at times. But that wall, that infamous wall that teams build is impossible to build. You cannot build a wall and leave Dame Lillard open. It's impossible. And then now you're leaving Middleton open. Before it was just, you're leaving Middleton open. Yeah, he might get 25. You leave Dame Lillard open, he will get 50. I mean, he averaged 32 points a game, so you cannot leave him open. So, yeah, that will be the wall is gone. The other thing that, Chuck talked about when he went to Phoenix, I'm talking about when Clyde Drexler came to Houston. Top 75 player all time, top 50 at that time of all time, coming to the team. What he brought was an energy of hunger. Like, I haven't got one. And when he said that, I was like, oh, there it is. Yeah. I haven't got one. And so there's an energy that that newness again, like we got to try to get it instead of like we did it and can we do it again? No, I've never done it, and that's that energy I think Dame will bring.
And also, Drew Holiday is a better defender than Dame, but Dame's a better offensive player. So that's going to be a wash, in my opinion. I think the interesting thing about the Bucks is going to be the coaching staff. Their coach, he's a young coach.
Defensive-minded coach.
Defensive-minded, but
just like he's
been another head coach, though. But he's never been a head coach. Yeah. He's a defensive guy. He's going to teach Giannis. He's a great defender. He's going to have to get on Dame about playing defense. Chris Middleton about playing defense.
Bro, why you have to get on Dame? Have y'all not seen him defend when it matters?
Yell at those 2 guys. That to me is going to be the biggest question.
He's strong. He can move his feet.
There with Terry Stotts left his staff. So we will see.
I swear, if people ain't elite defenders, bro, they say they just can't defend at all.
I always say, do it your own way. About assistants, they're there to assist you. They're not there to guide you. They're there to assist you. So if that doesn't feel like the person assisting you, and he doesn't feel he can assist you, I understand.
We should have a team meeting right now. Because I thought y'all sucked. The show sucked the other night.
But we're not your assistant.
In the most heated game time moments, you need the whole team all in. And as your squad's 6th man, DoorDash is always there to help bring it home.
Show bitch ass up, boy.
You know what I mean?
Right, no, 100%.
So, but you really got to add that up to the situation.
The math don't get the math when it comes to that money, though.
But you cancel that. I want to go back. You brought up the Houston time, and I was going to ask him. Yeah, there's conversations about do you feel that game?
I was about to say that.
Yeah, do you feel as though y'all could have won that, and y'all could have been champions?
After you won a championship, and fam, I'm on the bench. I'm thinking we gonna lose that game. I'm like, because y'all were up.
Bro,
big.
Bro, listen, dog. I will never, and I still haven't watched that game. I can't watch it. There's no way, yo. Chris get hurt. We going crazy, but we still our swag that team had the most swag I've ever seen in my life. We was real Like people forget, we had like Joe Johnson on the bench. Like,
he come in at 80 on the
dog.
clock.
Eric Gordon is one of the most underrated players behind Drew Holiday.
I mean, he's like a star machine built like you, bro.
Listen, bro.
You probably
listen, bro.
Practice Eric Gordon probably stupid, bro.
Them practices, Mike literally would just shut our practice down. Because it would be too, like, we didn't do nothing but hoop. Like, we didn't do drills. Like, we just hoop. I swear.
You ain't got to guard and score. He probably was going. James was probably practicing all day.
Bro, he want to play. That's all he. And James loved to hoop, though. Like, he a real hooper. Like, James will play. Like, if you want to play, he'll play all day. We literally, dog, like, Eric Gordon, bro, our second unit used to tear our ass up, bro. They really, because Eric Gordon, Gerald Green, like, these dudes, like.
TA was starting?
Huh? TA was starting,
okay.
So, yeah, it was me.
And, bro, it's also crazy that you gotta, like, say, like, in this world right now, you gotta say, like, James Harden is a hooper. Like, people think he just don't like playing basketball at all, bro. That's what some people think, bro. And I don't see how people think that, bro. You can't be one of the best offensive talents in NBA history and not love the hoop and not put the work in, bro. Like, I don't know how people don't understand that. I guess it's just regular person syndrome, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know how they process being great, but motherfucker ain't just lace his shoes up, go out there and drop 50 a night, drop 36 a night. Nah, he just ain't do that, buddy. Put that work in, hours on hours on hours on hours. For real.
Yeah, but like our bench, oh my god.
Isaiah Thomas said Gerald Green was like Jordan in practice.
He's Jordan. I'm telling y'all right now.
Literally like Michael Jordan. No. Like even Jay Larranaga, everybody was like.
Up when he was in Phoenix and.
Oh my!
He was going crazy in Phoenix. He used to kill us.
Dog, he's having 40 balls.
He used to kill us.
He would be turned up.
Yeah, he'd be turned up.
40 balls. Dog,
It looked like an FOE sign.
Bucket.
Shout out FOE.
For sure. You already know. But Gerald was crazy. But dog, like that, them days, like, if Kristaps, bro, listen.
But then during that time, I mean, you lose the game, but you kind of feel like when we played the Warriors a bunch of times, when you have them on the ropes, you know it's only so many times you catch them vulnerable.
Game 5 in Houston.
40%, bro.
Game 5 in Houston, bro. I'll never forget. The game is like over. And they coming up. Listen, we going up 3-2. Y'all coming off the bench. I remember looking at Drake. I'm walking on the floor. I remember looking at Draymond. And he like had a face like fuck, they got us. Like, it was like, and you know Dre like never like, he was like, it was just like, damn.
Okay, and keep in mind that you lost the other night.
Yep, 0-1. Yeah. 0-1.
No, I'm 0-1. I'll be 1-1 after tonight. Giannis, what? Who does James Harden play for?
That's a good one.
Nobody.
Who he play for?
Nobody.
Who he play for?
He was like, damn. I'm like, oh, we got him. Right? It was like, it was crazy. I swear, bro, I'd never forget this the rest of my life. And a couple plays later, Chris got hurt.
That was on Quinn Cook. He tried to make a move on Quinn Cook, and he came up lame. And I'm on the bench because I got hurt in game 3 or 4.
Was it 3?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a bucket too. Yep. Yeah. And when I seen Chris do that, and Chris had got hurt like 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
Where it was like, because people,
this
is how you know you a special player, when people are trying to figure out like, it's his diet, he vegan, that's why he hurt.
Yep, they just making
it's
up
this
all
person,
kind
it's
of
that
stuff,
person.
dog.
Like, I'm
oh
like, damn.
My God.
And like, yeah.
Dog, that was it.
That, when he got hurt, I was like, damn, we done dodged the bullet.
He got hurt, but it's still, like I said, we still had the swag. So we go game 6 up there. We was up 18 in the second quarter, bro.
Yeah, they were.
It was
in game
dead.
6, they were up too.
You have never seen Orville Arena
they were up.
Quiet. We was going crazy.
3-2.
KD went like he closed the second quarter. It was the game. It was the series, bro. He went crazy to end the second quarter. Could nobody score?
Yeah.
He hit like 11 straight in like 2 minutes.
Yep.
It was an 18-point game to a 10-point game, and it changed everything.
Thanks very much here with Kevin Durant.
Yep, and then they came out in the third quarter bombing.
Let's get to the third, like down 10, we good.
The best third quarter team is like history.
And then after that,
it was over.
In the locker room, y'all kind of.
We was up double digits at halftime of both games 6 and 7.
It was very obvious that
And
was
then
the
after
case.
that, y'all just
Thanks,
put y'all hands in the middle. It's like, well, see y'all at the next stop.
It was over.
Yeah.
That was it.
So how did y'all were like right there, and I feel like I feel like those was like Chris Paul was like he had like Phoenix he had a chance, and then in Houston he had a couple chances. Do you think it could have been worked out in Houston?
To this day, like, there's no way we don't run it back. We were number 1 in the league that year.
Yeah. Yes.
One of the most games. Like, there's no way. Like, no, there's no way you don't do everything you can to bring every single person back to that situation. There's no way.
Cause y'all almost beat the best team. They say ever.
No, seriously.
And y'all had us like it was like, oh snap.
Yeah, but we like really like.
Old Spice pomade, medium hold, no shine. That's right.
The respect level for y'all, we all year was about beating them.
Yeah.
Like obviously we got to play the other games, but we literally would do like our practice team. They knew all y'all plays, so we knew like practicing our switches. It was all about, bro. We geared the whole season.
Right.
Our drills in practice were all drills about Golden State.
Yeah.
As they should have, because y'all set the standard. I used to always argue this on teams and be like, if we're not doing it better than them, then don't talk championship, bro. No, because it's the truth. It's like then we can't talk about it. It's one team dominating. Y'all know basketball. Build to beat them. If we're not doing anything to beat them,
I went 14
don't
for
act
15.
shocked.
Oh my
Our whole
goodness.
time should be. Y'all play strong 6 different ways.
Yeah.
And a 17-point lead meant nothing. No, it's a joke, bro. You laughing, bro. Like you say, bro.
All guards.
Boom. Timeout. It's 11:15 left. In the third, you know what I mean? In the third quarter, you like
100%.
And Steph ain't really got it going yet.
That's what I'm saying. Listen,
man, that's nightmare, bro. Brad Stevens used to be like, yo.
I want to talk to you about that one.
Bro, Brad Stevens said, yo, let them get going. Now we got to wait till it's done.
Yeah, you got to wait till it's done.
3 or 4 minutes a game.
So you play some of the best defense I've seen on Steph. Like Drew Holiday, because your defense on KD, you be fouling him.
100%. Every play.
I try to tell K this too. So I was telling Evan yesterday. He was like, "What was it like guarding KD in practice?" I'm like, "No, fam. Like we really double teamed him." He would get so mad. I'm like, "Fam, we can't guard you, bro. Like we trying to win."
Are you crazy?
What do you mean, fam? And Draymond laughing, I'm laughing. He's like, what we on, fam? We trying to get better? We trying to win, fam. We can't beat you.
Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like he literally, bro. We just get into it like I'm fouling. Like, yeah, I'm fouling you. What are you? Bro, shut up. What are you talking about? You think I'm gonna just sit back and like you kick my ass? Like, no. And you still gonna score, so it don't matter. Like, bro, what are you talking about, bro?
So when you saw the club, how accurate was Jeff T's description on the Club 520 podcast?
Bro, first of all, Jeff T is hilarious,
I've been
telling people for years, bro. People meet Jeff and they be like, "That's not the dude you just tell me a story about." I'm like, "Listen, bro."
Because Jeff acts standoffish.
Bro, listen, dog. Jeff is hilarious, bro.
like
I'm so happy he started doing his podcast so you can see.
Yes.
And he got stories for days, for days. But
and he keep it real. Exactly how he told it. It's like real.
Real, like every story he told with me, bro. That's exactly how it happened.
Said, I love PJ 100 grand, but he.
Bro, listen, dog. It happened just like he said it happened too, dog. I swear it do.
But as a fan, and even as a player, you guard some of the best players, like offensive players in the league during the time or whatever. What's it like when you go up against that type of talent in the sense of, hey man, it's just not my night, or do you understand like each night, like, and it's realistic, not being jokester, but like, are you like, man, we hold them in 35 on this many shots?
Sure, dog.
Because
who else is like that?
I just want to say, because Steph had 0 at halftime, and that was Game 6. And I wonder if y'all weren't up that much.
It was like 10.
Yeah, but we going to halftime. He was like, "Yo, we down 10, and Steph got 0 points."
I'm no bullshit. I'm like, we can't win this game. There's no way.
I know, because you probably have.
Like, I can't, bro. Because I'm not doing that again. Like, and some of them, like, he like, bro. I swear, I think like Steph, like for sure to me, like anytime like the best point guard, like he like, listen, bro. Some of them. I feel like he won't even looking at the basket, bro. He just be like, It's like, is he serious? Like, he disrespected me. Like, bro, he's like dead ass. Like, all right, he disrespectful. Like, for real. Like, cause he catching, like, getting, like, you like, bro, you even look at the rim.
Yeah.
Like, for real, bro. No bullshit. Like, I'm not even hyping stuff like that. Like,
or when
stuff
he does
like that. But like, bro.
Or when he does a free throw thing. After the second free throw, like, you got him.
Here's what is going on the court. Will have to come later because Chris Haynes, what's going on off
Let's
the court?
get it. Time to watch some
Off the court, James Harden will not be on the court tonight. He will not travel with the team to Milwaukee. He arrived at practice yesterday. He tried to get on the plane.
It's time to play basketball. It's my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. I like the pick and roll. I like the give and go. It's basketball. Come on, bitch. Let's go. Basketball. Come on, bitch. Play basketball. Look, top 3 teams with the most depth. Look, they got the most depth. That's why they up there right now in 2K, bro. That's how it is, bro. I like the pick and roll. I like the give and go, and it's basketball. Come on, bitch, let's go.
Damian Lillard and Malik Beasley. Our 3-man officiating crew: Mark Lindsay, Brent Barnaky, Evan Scott. They'll put it in the air, and the Bucks control the tip. And game time is
and it's basketball. Come on, bitch, let's go.
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin.